welcome to Cape Celebrates. At Hewlett Packard Enterprise, we believe in advancing the way people live and work, and sometimes this all begins with just basic human needs. It's an honor to be joined by Elizabeth Abshire, Director, Global Integrated Field Marketing today. Elizabeth has a story that truly shows us how we can all come together and make a change that drastically impacts other people's lives. Thank you for joining me today, Elizabeth. Can you tell us about this Wells of Wisdom and how it began?
Yes, for sure. And thank you so much for having me here, David. I appreciate it. It started in 2007 when we took a trip to Kenya with some girlfriends. A couple of my friends were teachers and really wanted to visit a school. So we had made contact with the head school at Soweto Academy, which is a school in Nairobi, and happens to be in a slum area called Kibera, which we did not know at the time going in. But when we did visit that school, we learned it had no water, no supplies, literally kids using sticks to do arithmetic in the dirt, and to learn spelling. And, we were all just opened our eyes as it was so different than what we were used to. So, we talked with John Stone, who's the head teacher there, as well as the staff about kind of what was the need, because we were determined after spending a couple hours there to help however we could. And, a little bit to our surprise was the number one need was water. Really helped inspire us to take the next steps. And, we devise kind of the idea of building a well for them.
Wow, you don't even think about that because of just, where we live.
Right.
That had to be such an eye-opening experience that you had. So what did you do when you got back?
Yeah, well, I was a little naive to the nonprofit world, and I started talking to nonprofits that specialized in water and providing, whether they're wells or other irrigation solutions. And I realized it was very hard to get support. Even though this seemed like a perfect fit for a lot of their missions, a lot of them had 5-year plans. They had projects they've committed to or only a certain part of the world. So it just became pretty clear that if this was going to happen, we needed to do it. And so I looked up how to set up a 501c3 through the government, got that status, and then basically started raising money toward building a deep water well at Soweto Academy in Kibera, which turned out to be the first one ever in that neighborhood with over 2 million people. And basically what I did was I held marketing events, and that's when it really came to me that that's what I do. And that's why I was in Kenya, to bring that gift, talent, experience to a different purpose. And in about 2 or 3 months, believe it or not, we had raised the $20,000 needed to build the well.
So that's a substantial amount. So congratulations on that. It's great that you found that kind of where you could add value. And then, as I understand it, you work with the local head teacher on the construction of the well. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, absolutely. John Stone Nekara is his name, and still a great, great friend. I visit whenever I can. But he really did handle working with, both Nairobi Water, finding a reputable drilling company in Kenya that would work in that neighborhood. So there were a lot of steps, a lot of red tape, but worked hand in hand with the school. So it took about a year. We did go back in 1 year, almost to the week. It was crazy to see the completion of the well.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty good, to get that done in that amount of time. So listen, this is really a reminder that something so basic can make a world of difference. How did it make you feel to see that completed well?
Indescribable feeling. It just reminded me that water is life. And, it allowed so many parts of that school to flourish. So one thing, they could now grow food and, grow their own plants, because Nairobi has a rainy season and a dry season. So although it doesn't ever freeze there, they really need some sort of irrigation in the dry season, or their plants will die. So they could provide their kids a nutritious lunch. And a lot of them, that was the only meal that they would get. The kids could have drinks. It can be dry and hot and sunny in the dry season. So it just allowed them to play and splash and stay hydrated. But then as a next step, they wanted to bottle the water. So they had this deep water well. So our next project became very clear, was to raise another $15,000 to get a basically bottling machine for them so that they could distribute bottled water and then make an income stream for the school.
Wow. That is just an incredible way, not only have clean water for the kids, but also create income from the school and, give some income for the teachers as well. So I have to ask, what's next?
Every year we do something for the school. Our biggest project so far was to build a dormitory for girls, because unfortunately girls are particularly vulnerable in that part of the world. But some years it's repairing a roof, or it just depends, how much time, honestly, we have to do fundraising on the side. And they're bigger years and smaller years, but we always find something.
What an amazing reminder that we all can do something to create positive change in the world. Thank you, Elizabeth, for sharing your story with us. And that's it for another Cape Celebrates. See you, everybody.